I just got back from a run. I've done a 10K and I actually got my PR 1 hour and 3 seconds. I'm actually training, if you guys didn't know, for a 10K race. So pretty much I'm training to do what I'm already doing, but I'm trying to get to a goal of under 45 minutes, okay? So we've still got quite a bit of time. We're looking to shave off quite a few minutes up the pace, but I think we'll be able to get there. And to be honest, it's really interesting to see, because I know I wouldn't have gotten to this point without one person in particular, and that is my friend Rahul, partner in a lot of things in life. What I'm talking about here is having a rival. But when I think of the term rival, usually you think of like how Ash had Gary or how Sasuke had Naruto. I'm not really thinking about that relationship in particular, but it's more of one that has more friendship to it and a lot more learning. So to be honest, I'm looking at my wall now and I see Gon and Killua. I think that might be one of the best examples. So Gon and Killua will be the thumbnail because they're not really rivals, but they still kind of have that competitive spirit. And what I want to talk about is the different aspects to this relationship that can help propel you to achieve your goals. So the first thing I want to focus on is actually tools and learnings. Now, when you start off something, you've got a lot probably to learn about the subject, whether it's painting, whether it's coding. It can sometimes be overwhelming. You don't know where to start, especially when there's an overload of information out there. Whilst it's great to have access to a lot of information, it can be overwhelming. So when you start doing an activity alongside someone else, when you both go in fresh, it kind of cuts the load of what there is to learn in half. Obviously not literally speaking, you still have to gain a lot of the knowledge yourself, but if, for example, I've been looking into something and I've found a resource, then I can share it so that they don't have to spend the time looking for the same information when I've already found it. In this case, when we're talking about running, I might have looked at something and said, oh, actually, it's good to have a better cadence or a higher cadence when you're running for a jog. He might look at something and say, actually, your posture, you should be leaning forward a little bit more.
What did you do in the, like, what foam rolling did you do?
I did my calves, I did my hammies, I did the sides. That's it really, innit? What else can you do?
But you didn't do your inner hip or your
no,
IT back.
and then second to this, other than the tools, would be the learnings, all right? So this is more of in practice. Let's say I've gone for a long run and I've realized, oh, actually, my strides were too long. I can now relay that to him and say, look, mate, my strides are too long. I've actually, because of that, I've got pain in my knee area. So look out for that when you go for your next run or something like that. And he might come back and say, oh yeah, you're right. And actually, you can build on top of that. I found that breathing through my nose actually helps to lower my heart rate or something like that. You get the point. Essentially, you can share the tools and your personal learnings with each other, and it kind of helps mitigate that room for error. So those are tools and learnings. The next part where it's really beneficial to have someone with you is accountability, all right? Now, I want to preface this by saying I believe that the majority of what you want to set out to do is you, okay? You need to be able to know what you want to do. You need to hold yourself accountable for said goals. But of course, at the end of the day, we are susceptible to procrastination, lazy days, feeling like we don't want to do anything. Obviously, if you're injured and you need to recover, that's one thing. But if you're just feeling lazy, that's completely another, right? So having someone to help keep you accountable, not that the sole responsibility is on them, but having someone that is able to say, look, have you gone for your run today? Hey, have you practiced that language that you wanted to learn today? Hey, this. Keeping you accountable, keeping you on your game really does help, okay? Because, you know, being one person, there are other areas of our lives as well that take over and might distract us from our goals. But if you've communicated to someone, in this case, your accountability partner, your rival, that you want to achieve a certain thing, then if they're a good friend, they'll come back to you and check up on you and make sure that you are doing those certain steps to make sure that you achieve those goals. You communicated with them. And then that goes into my last point, which I'm sure you'll agree is more typical of what we think of when we think of a rival. It is around competition and motivation, right? So this stems from accountability, but it is more that, oh, I see you've run the 10K 3 days out of this week. I need to make sure that I keep up. What it is, it's a healthy sense of competition between your rival because you want to, you know, slightly up them, okay? You want to be performing to your best, and seeing someone that, especially if they've started at the same place as you, has started to excel further, it can make sure that you remember where you want to go, right, with whatever goal it is. I'll give you a real case scenario with this running that we're doing, training. Our group has an odometer. All of the kilometers that we've run since we started the challenge is compiled into a long list. So right now, me and my mate are at the top. I think at this point in time, I am at the top, marginally. I believe. Yeah, I'm at 60 kilometers and he's at 53, but that's because I just ran a 10K today. Before that, he was on top.
Last week, you ran more than me.
I don't know.
You ran 20K.
You're rude. Man, spat it out.
I did 25, bruv.
25?
For 30 this time.
You're going for 30? Yikes. Alright, well, I guess I have to go for 60 then, bruv. So, yeah, that makes me feel good, but I assure you, as soon as he goes for his run and he's at the top again, I'm gonna be feeling like, yeah, I need to make sure I go out there and put some mileage into my Peg 39s. That's my shoe of choice right now. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's why I'm just telling you that it is really beneficial to have a partner to keep you accountable, to help motivate you, to make sure you have some healthy competition when you are trying to achieve your goals. If you don't have a partner, all right, in your real life for certain things, then make sure you join the Discord down in the description below. If you like this video, guys, please give me a like, comment down below what you think about what I'm saying. Do you have a partner? All right, maybe you have a wife, maybe she keeps you accountable for things. Other than that, as your friend, I've got you, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah, but no one else is running, innit?
It's just you and me out here, dog.
They're gonna get left behind.
Let them get left behind. I'm finna get 45 on that hoe.
Okay, good. We can be windbreakers for each other at points then. I gotta be behind a bit, and then I'll go in front of you after a while.
Oh, what's that? To reduce the drag?
Yeah, wind force, innit? Apparently, that's one of the tips, though. They were like, oh, if you're running like in a race, like try to stay behind some people, because then like it's actually meant to be better.
And then when do you poke out in front of them?
It depends if you're faster.